Hi everyone and welcome to today's video, and today I have the wonderful Claudia Dixon with me, and we are going to be talking about Claudia's experience doing the Instagram and Facebook for Stories business program, which I have been running over the last 8 weeks and will be relaunching again in January 2021. So before Claudia introduces herself, just if you don't know me, my name is Anita and I'm a digital coach and tech enabler, and I make things simple. I simplify all the tools that we use at our fingertips so that you get the reach and the engagement that your audience that you deserve. So Claudia, would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Yes, hi there. Hi, Anita. Thank you very much. Hi, I'm Claudia, and I'm a native German tutor and language specialist, and I basically work with young adults and professionals to help them with their German and help them to speak German like a native.
Brilliant, brilliant. And that's done all online, isn't it, at the moment?
Everything is done online, and that's why social media really is a huge part of my business.
Okay, brilliant, brilliant. So you're taking part in my program at the moment, and I've just got a few questions that I'd like to ask you, so that if anyone is considering taking part in the program, that they sort of hear it from people who are actually completed and are working through the program. So can you give me a general overview of your experience of the Instagram and Facebook Stories program, and like what it included and how you found it?
I found it really amazing, actually. But just to give you a couple of points is, it's really, I like the way it's actually presented within Thinkific, the way you're presenting it and all with the videos. And it's very organized, it's very detailed. And I really like the step-by-step way that we are learning all the different parts of stories, both in Instagram and in Facebook. Because even if a lot of us, I've been dabbling here and there before, but it's actually much better having a proper strategy. So these last few months have all been learning about step-by-step things. And even though I thought, I do know quite a few things, I found that it's incredibly helpful because there's so many new things come up, and that's a really bonus of doing the course the way you're doing it. And I found it very helpful to have, like, every week, have a module every week that we can really work through in our own time. I find that really great. I love the Q&A that we have once a week, because it immediately answers questions that we have, and it's great to see other people having the same questions or different questions. And I love your the discussion tool that you have actually in the module as well, which helps, obviously you're answering questions really quickly, which is great.
Oh, brilliant, thank you. Yeah, so that's inside my learning zone, which I do have hosted on Thinkific, and it enables you to sort of, like, if you watch one of my videos, my videos tend to be between 5 and 10 minutes long, so you watch that.
That's brilliant.
Yeah, and then you can ask a question instead of having to jump back into Facebook to ask it. You can actually pop it next to the video that your question is pointing to, so it really makes it easier for me to find the relevancy as well, which helps both of us. So that's brilliant. So moving on to number 2, which is all about pivoting our businesses online, because obviously we're all living in quite difficult times at the moment, and a lot of people who would normally work, say, like go to people's houses for teaching, or their students come to them for teaching, we've all sort of moved to like 100% online at the moment. How do you find that working through the course has helped you do that?
Well, one of the really big parts is actually, obviously, as we're working with stories, because yes, I work online and all of my advertising is, okay, it's either people referring me, or a lot of it really is online. And what I like about it is with stories, and I wasn't really that aware of it or how it works, but that your stories stay at the top of your feed all the time. And that is where, actually, for business, it's quite amazing. It's nice for a bit of fun. I like that as well, they're a bit of fun. But that can be really good for business, as people will see my posts and are more curious and then follow up. So it has been really good in the way that I have more followers. I have more people in my group, and quite a lot are coming through stories, actually, through Instagram or Facebook stories.
That's really, really good, because I think with stories, because you can do, like you say, you can have a bit of fun with it, you can be serious, you can show what's happening in the background, and then with that and your feed posts going out every day, at different times of the day, sometimes depending on your analytics, it really helps to, like you say, keep you at the forefront of your followers, and then obviously into the Explore tab as well. So now the third question is, how long have you known me before the course, or what decided? Now I know you've been working with me for quite some time, but obviously you've been in a couple of my programs before which have sort of covered social media marketing as well. But what sort of made you go, actually, no, I think I need this one, which is more specific on Instagram and Facebook stories?
I mean, yeah, first of all, I love working with you, Anita. You know, and it's really, you know, because the way you explain things, it's absolutely brilliant. I do love that I can follow what you're doing. I can follow your video and do it at the same time. I really like that, because it's also on a time frame. It's actually a much quicker way of learning anything by doing it right away. And the way you do your videos and tutorials, that's exactly how I work. But also I find that social media is forever changing, and I just don't have the time to go into anywhere, look at lots of things and try to work out the news. Why I much rather do the course with you, and then you tell me what the new things are, show me how to do it, and that's perfect. I mean, it's really, and I love it. It's really great, and you never miss a treat there, so it's great.
Oh, thank you. No, that's really good, because I think sometimes people can go onto courses where they get shown like the strategy and the outcomes, and oh yeah, you can do this and you can do that, but they don't actually get shown how to do it. So you've got all these ideas in your mind going, you know, oh, I want to do this, I want to do that, and when you actually go to do it, you get stumped at the first hurdle, because you don't actually know how to do what you've been told that you need to do, which is awesome. So now I know that you're pretty confident on social media. You do your one-to-ones with people all the time, and when we're out networking face to face, you know, quite chatty and everything. But was there anything that you feel over the last 8 weeks you've really excelled in, or sort of like got over, like any fears about putting yourself out there and doing things?
Yeah, I find actually one of my big challenges really was content. You know, and I found always, you know, there's a time of thinking, oh, what am I going to post, you know? So it's a content of that, but also there are so many apps and different ideas, the way you can present your material in a fun way, or in a way that people actually see it. And it's more attractive. That's what I was going to look for. Is you know, that the content is becoming more attractive and interactive. There's so many small things that make such a big difference, and that's really I'm much more confident using different types of media, whether it's reels, or whether it's, you know, like a few months ago that was a different language to me, you know. So I'm getting more used to using these things on a regular basis. And that's confidence in that, and the consistency is really has really jumped ahead.
Yeah, that's really interesting, because you're not the first person to say, when I've been interviewing other members of the course, about the content. So just to explain to those that are watching who might be considering signing up, what you get as a bonus is you get 90 days of energetic content, which I had created for me by Annalise McKay, who's an energetic content writer. And we worked together to create the content so that the members of the course, Claudia included, could use it for not only their stories but their feed posts as well, because it's really important to have visibility across all the different apps, like Claudia said, like Reels and IGTV, and now we've got the new guides. It's like all of the things that you want to put into those, the content really helps you for. And you don't necessarily have to use it every day. You can just go in, get an idea and go away and create your own, or use parts of the content for your own. So that's really awesome. Thank you for that. So obviously this is not just about learning how to use Instagram and stories, and Facebook and things. It's about, you know, capturing leads and making your business profitable. So could you share with us anything that you might have seen as an increase, like any tangible gains that you've got, maybe sales growth, leads that you've got from your participation in the course?
Yeah, I mean, where I've seen a direct impact is actually I've got quite a big group on Facebook, but that has definitely grown in the time where I've been using stories a lot more. And also the other thing is actually the interaction of those people in the group as well, and also on my page. I find that because it's a different way of presenting content is really good. It makes people a bit more excited and they get to know me a little bit more. And also, I've been starting to promote courses on there. So I've seen, because I've only sort of realized, recently done it, I've seen a slight increase in that, which is absolutely fantastic. But it's really for me to get more people into my group and onto my page where I promote my products even more.
Yeah.
So that I've seen a really big difference in that, in the numbers there.
Brilliant.
It's really exciting.
Yeah, it is, because we've got a Speakers Corner course and a German speaking group on Facebook that you grow, and you obviously give a lot of value in there, but it's the value that you can give, and that know, like and trust element. Again, you're funneling people from your Facebook and Instagram stories and your accounts into that private area where you can actually get to know them, which is a really good focus for your marketing, because that's where they're going to, you know, bite your fingers off almost when you do offer them a course, because that's, you know, that they've got to know you, they know how good you are at what you're doing and things. So that's awesome. So just a final question: if anyone was thinking of doing this course, of actually stepping into the area of Instagram and Facebook stories, what would you say to them?
Basically, I really didn't realize the importance of stories first when we first started it, because I thought more of stories as a bit of a fun thing that just you know, has a different way of displaying, you know, posts or things like that. But actually I came to see what an amazing business tool it is to expand my business, basically to get more contact, but also to earn more money, to get my products out there 24 hours a day, which are visible much more than they are actually in my group or on my page. And that's really one of the biggest things, that there's so many tools that actually help you to really become successful with your stories. So that's probably the main part, how big a thing stories actually are for increasing your business and your visibility. It's amazing.
Yeah, no, that's really good. There are lots of different companies bringing in stories. So the training is for Instagram and Facebook stories, which is what I focused it on. But the elements that you're learning inside of the course, you can take over to LinkedIn, because LinkedIn have now introduced stories. And I can see that a lot of the members of the course are doing that. Whatever they are creating on Instagram and Facebook, they're also reproducing for their LinkedIn stories. And now Twitter's also got stories called Fleet. So there's the opportunity to share what you're doing. Now, obviously, depending on how advanced the stories are on the platform that you're using will depend on how much of the strategy you can put into place. But the actual creation and understanding how to use it as more of a business tool is really great. So thank you so much, Claudia, for joining me today for this interview Q&A. And if any of you are wanting to find out more about the course, I'll pop a link above or below this video, depending on where you're watching it. And if you want to speak to me at all about joining the course, then I am available for a one-to-one over Zoom, and you can obviously book that in as well. Now, before we close off, Claudia, would you like to tell everybody how they can get hold of you if they're interested in learning anything to do with German, whether they're a student or a business owner who needs to learn German as part of their business? Would you share how people can get hold of you?
Yeah, that's brilliant. Thank you very much. Thank you for having me here, Anita. It's really great. Yeah, you can hold of me on Facebook. I have a page called German with CD Lingua, or my group is German with Claudia, Learn German with Claudia. And I have the same on YouTube as well. So I started there as well. So yeah,
brilliant.
I'm everywhere.
You are everywhere with German with Claudia or German with CD Lingua. So that's brilliant. Thank you. Okay, thank you so much. And any questions whatsoever about what you've heard in this video, please don't hesitate to pop it in the comments below. Bye for now.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.